Hey everyone, and welcome back to TechSphere. Today we're going deep on a topic that's super relevant for anyone in marketing or e-commerce, or really anyone who wants to understand how online advertising works, and that is Facebook ad spy tools. Think of it that way. These tools are like a window into what your competition is doing with their ads, and not just seeing the ads themselves, but like getting a peek behind the curtain to see their strategies, how they target their audience, what's working for them, what's not.
Yeah, it's really fascinating because you can start to see those patterns emerge and, not just see the successes, but also the failures and what to avoid.
Exactly, and that's what makes these tools so powerful.
Yeah.
So we've done a ton of research, and we're bringing you 6 of the top Facebook ad spy tools that we think are worth checking out. Each one has its own strengths, and we'll break down how they work and how you can use them to up your own marketing game.
Yeah, and it's all about taking that data and turning it into something actionable, right? Like actually using these insights to improve your own campaigns.
Okay, so let's dive right in. The first tool on our list is PipiAds. And when I say this tool has a massive database, I mean it. We're talking over 50 million ads from 200 countries.
Wow, that's a lot of data.
It is, and that's what makes it so valuable, especially if you're thinking globally. Imagine you're launching a product, and you want to see what kind of messaging is resonating in, say, Europe or Asia. PipiAds can give you that regional insight.
Yeah, it's like having a worldwide focus group at your fingertips.
Exactly. And here's another great thing about PipiAds. They offer a free trial. So you can get in there and play around with the tool before committing to a paid plan.
That's always a good idea. Get a feel for the interface, see what kind of data is available, and decide if it's the right fit for you.
So let's talk specifics. What kind of intel can you actually get from a tool like PipiAds?
Well, think of it as, like seeing your competitor's playbook. You can see their ad copy, their targeting parameters, even their landing pages. You can really reverse engineer their success.
So let's say I'm selling, I'm an e-commerce entrepreneur, and I'm trying to find the next hot product. Can PipiAds help me with that?
Absolutely. You can see which products are already being heavily advertised, right? Which could indicate a rising trend. Then you can analyze those campaigns to understand what's working and give yourself a huge advantage.
That's incredible. It's like having a crystal ball for your marketing.
In a way, yeah. It's all about spotting those winning strategies before they become mainstream. There have been cases where businesses have seen their sales increase by like 150% just by using these insights to get ahead of the curve.
Wow, 150%. That's amazing. Right, so PipiAds is definitely one to check out. Now let's move on to another big player in the ad spy world, AdSpy. This tool is known for its comprehensive database and some really powerful features.
Yeah, what I like about AdSpy is how deep they go. They don't just show you the ad itself, they give you a lot of context. You can see how long the ad has been running, how it's performed over time, and even how it's been tweaked and modified.
So it's not just like a snapshot in time. It's like watching a campaign unfold.
Exactly. You can see what works, what doesn't work, and how your competitors are adapting their strategies. Plus, like PipiAds, they also offer a free trial so you can test it out.
And speaking of testing things out, AdSpy also has this awesome Chrome extension that lets you analyze ads as you're browsing Facebook, which I think is genius.
Oh yeah, I love that feature. It's so convenient. You're scrolling through your feed, you see an ad that catches your eye, and boom, you can instantly dive into the analytics behind it.
Makes research a lot easier. Now, one thing that I know can be kind of tricky with these tools is figuring out the pricing plans. There's a lot of options sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. It's important to think about your budget and how often you'll actually use the tool. But the good news is that the free trial usually gives you access to all the features, so you can really put it through its paces before you commit.
Okay, so we've talked about PipiAds and AdSpy, which are both great general-purpose tools.
Yeah.
But now let's get a little more specific. For all the e-commerce entrepreneurs out there, there's a tool called Minia that is tailor-made for your needs.
Oh yeah, Minia is fantastic for staying ahead of the trends in the e-commerce world. And their database is updated daily, which is a huge advantage.
So you're always getting the freshest insights.
Exactly. It's like having your finger on the pulse of what's selling online.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Can you give me an example of how an e-commerce business might use Minia to their advantage?
Sure. Let's say you're selling home decor products.
Yeah.
Using Minia, you could see which specific styles or items are suddenly getting a lot of attention. Maybe it's bohemian tapestries or minimalist planters or something totally different. And by identifying these trends early, you can adjust your inventory and your marketing to capitalize on them before your competitors even realize what's happening. It's all about, being agile and being able to pivot quickly when you need to in the e-commerce world. And Minia can really be that tool that helps you do that.
Yeah, I like that. A secret weapon. for e-commerce success. Okay, so we've talked about tools for finding winning products, analyzing competitor strategies and spotting trends. But now I want to talk about a tool that can help you optimize your own campaigns for better results, and that is Adespresso.
Adespresso is really interesting because it goes beyond just, spying on the competition. It also has a bunch of features to help you actually improve the performance of your own ads.
So it's like having a coach in your corner.
Exactly. One of my favorite features is the A/B testing. You can create multiple versions of your ads with different headlines, images, calls to action, and then see which one performs best.
Oh, that's nice. It takes the guesswork out of it.
Yeah, you're not just throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. You're actually getting data to back up your decisions.
Data-driven marketing. Love it. Now, I know we've been talking about paid tools, but I do want to highlight a fantastic free resource that everyone has access to, the Facebook Ads Library.
Oh, yeah. The Facebook Ads Library is a goldmine of information. It's like your starting point for competitive research.
I have to admit, when I first heard about it, I thought it would be super basic. But it actually has some really useful search filters.
Oh, for sure. You can search by keyword, advertiser date range, you name it.
So let's say I'm in the fitness industry, and I want to launch a new online workout program.
Yeah.
How could I use the Facebook Ads Library to my advantage?
Well, you could start by searching for keywords related to, online fitness or workout routines. And then you could filter by advertisers who are targeting a similar demographic to your ideal customer.
So I can see what's working for them, what kind of messaging they're using.
Exactly. You can see what's grabbing people's attention, what offers are converting, and get a sense of what your target audience is responding to.
I love that. And it's free, which is amazing. So we've got tools for every budget here. Now, for our final tool, this one is for those who are serious about taking their ad analysis to the next level, and that's AdSpider.
AdSpider is all about AI-powered insights. So it's not just showing you data, it's helping you interpret that data and giving you actual recommendations.
Okay. I'm always a little skeptical when I hear AI-powered, but I'm curious, how does that work in practice?
Well, imagine you're running a campaign and it's not performing as well as you'd hoped. AdSpider can analyze your campaign performance across a bunch of metrics and suggest specific changes you can make.
So it's like having an AI marketing consultant.
Exactly. It can identify patterns you might have missed, suggest changes to your targeting or your bidding, and even give you recommendations for your ad creative based on what's working for your competitors.
Wow, that's powerful. It's like having a roadmap for optimization.
And another cool thing about AdSpider is it's not limited to Facebook. You can use it for Instagram, Twitter, and Google ads too.
Whoa, so you can get a full picture of the advertising landscape.
Yep. You're not just stuck in one platform.
Yeah.
You can see how your competitors are approaching things across multiple channels, which gives you even more insights to work with.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here. We've talked about Pippi Ads and AdSpy and Minia and AdSpider and even the Facebook Ads Library. But here's the thing that I always think about with all of these tools is like, with all this data floating around, how do we actually make sense of it all?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, right? It's like you're given this giant library full of information, but you have no idea where to even start.
Right. It's so easy to get overwhelmed and lost in all the numbers. So let's talk strategy. How do we go from data overload to actually getting insights that we can use?
One of the biggest mistakes I see people make is they just jump in without a clear goal. So before you even open up any of these tools, you got to ask yourself, what am I actually trying to achieve here? Are you trying to increase brand awareness or drive traffic to your website or generate leads or what?
So have a very specific goal in mind.
Exactly. Don't just wander around aimlessly. Define your goals first and then use the tools to help you get there. And once you know what you're looking for, you can start using those filters and sorting options to narrow things down and find the most relevant information.
Okay, so let's say my goal is to increase brand awareness for my new line of sustainable clothing. How would that affect how I use a tool like AdSpy?
Well, in that case, you could start by looking at ads from other sustainable clothing brands that are already killing it with their brand awareness, see what kind of messaging they're using, what their visuals look like, and just their overall vibe,
So it's like I'm analyzing their brand strategy through their ads.
Exactly.
Right.
And then you can take what you learn and apply it to your own campaigns. Maybe you notice that they're using a lot of user-generated content or that they're really emphasizing the ethical sourcing of their materials. And that could be something you try too.
So it's not about copying. It's about understanding why something is working and then adapting it for your own brand.
Exactly. Now, another important skill is being able to spot patterns and trends. This is where your detective skills come in handy.
Okay, I'm ready to put on my detective hat. What kind of patterns should we be on the lookout for?
Pay attention to the headlines and add copy that catch your eye. Are there certain phrases or keywords that keep popping up?
Mhm.
What about the visuals? Are there certain styles of photos or videos that seem to be performing better?
And once we find those patterns, we can test them in our own campaigns.
Yep. Maybe you notice that a lot of the successful ads in your industry are using humor, or that they're focusing on the benefits of the product instead of just the features. Those are things you can play around with in your own ads.
This is really cool. It's like we're not just spying on competitors, we're learning about what makes our target audience tick.
It's all about understanding the psychology of persuasion, and these tools give us a glimpse into what's working right now.
I feel like I've learned so much today. We've gone from feeling totally overwhelmed to having a solid plan for using these tools effectively.
Remember, start with a clear goal. Use the filters to find relevant data, look for patterns and trends, and then test.
Experiment, try new things, and let the data guide you. All right, everyone, that wraps up our deep dive into Facebook ad spy tools. We hope you found this helpful and that you're ready to put these insights into action. Thanks for tuning in to TechSphere. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends.